Good morning, friends, and happy Wednesday. I know that it's been a couple of days since I've started or vlogged or sharing anything. Let's see, when did I post something? Did I post something on Monday? I did post something on Monday, or was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I think I posted a video. I don't even remember. The days are, I'm getting so confused with the days and everything right now. But anyway, I just posted a video the other day, and we went car shopping. We got a car, and then what else did we do? I don't even remember what it was that we did. Anyway, like I said, I made my big announcement about us moving. Yes. So I wanted to just go ahead and touch base with you guys regarding that. That is still like the plan. We're still moving forward with all of that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be talking to our realtor in Alabama today and kind of getting some, you know, things squared away, giving her some information about what we're looking for and our price range and all of that good stuff, and kind of giving her an idea, an estimated like time that we're going to be, you know, moving over there. Brian and I have been discussing so many different things and so many different scenarios about all of this move and everything, and not sure, like, because of all of this virus stuff going around, if it's going to put us behind. You know, if it is, oh well, please calm down, people. Don't leave me nasty notes and say it's all about you. I'm being insensitive, because trust me, at this point, nobody should be. I mean, and not that I was weeks ago either, but nobody at this point should be insensitive about this situation, because it seems to have taken a turn, and it's more serious than anybody actually ever thought. So anyway, nonetheless, we weren't sure if it was going to put us behind. If it does, it does. That's just our new norm for a while, and we just kind of have to work around that. I have decided to keep myself isolated in my house as much as possible. I do have to leave my little bubble today because I have to run to Walgreens and pick up some albuterol. That is for our breathing treatments for asthma. And just so we have our mask and we can do the breathing treatments if we needed to, but I'd like to have that stuff on hand. And normally when we go into the doctor, even though when I call the doctor, they'll say, well, we need to probably see you guys first. They did not even say that. They did not even hesitate. They're like, yes, we'll call it in. So I'm hoping that if I leave my bubble and I drive over there, that it's there. Anyway, let's go back to the whole housing thing. So Brian and I have decided that basically what we're going to do right now is we're going to sell this house and then move to Huntsville, and possibly, just depending on how things work out, possibly stay in a condo or rent a condo for 6 months or so. That way we can actually go and look for houses and not be rushed. Because like right now we're looking at houses online and going, oh yeah, we like this one, and just kind of making a list. Like, oh yeah, let's go see this one, let's go see this one, let's go see this one. And it's very difficult because we're like, we don't know the location that they're in, we don't know the subdivision that they're in, and it's just, you know, a lot of like factors. So we thought, well, if we could just get there and take our time looking for a house, that way we don't feel like we're so rushed into, you know, having to find a house. So I think that's kind of what we're gonna do. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out or not, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna try to do if it works out. Now we may find a house and that we may not even have to do that whole thing, but because of the simple fact that we live state to state. Now when we closed on our house in Alabama, we closed on that house at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then had to drive here and do a 3 o'clock or 3:30 closing in the same day, because we had the truck full of stuff and we need to start unloading. So we kind of like, it was like a whole rush in a day thing, and it was just like, that just can't happen. So we want to just kind of take our time and be able to find the house that we want. Even though Brian, I told Brian, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the last time, right? Because see, y'all didn't move with us in 2008 when we left Illinois and went to Huntsville the first time. And then y'all weren't with me when we packed up in Huntsville in 2011 and moved here. So this time, y'all are going to be with us through this whole entire process, which is actually going to be quite fun and interesting. So I plan on taking everybody along with me, looking at houses and packing and purging and all of that good stuff. So I definitely plan on sharing all of that stuff with you guys too. But like I said, it's going to be a process. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be wore out. I may get grouchy, I may get mouthy, so just bear with me and don't leave nasty comments if I get mouthy or bitchy about things, because that could happen. So right now though, I'm just gonna, for these videos and stuff, vlogs and stuff and other videos that I'm gonna start trying to work on for the weeks ahead, days and weeks ahead actually, while we're all kind of being isolated in our little bubbles. I want to make sure that everybody is okay. I want to make sure that you continue to help your neighbor. As a matter of fact, I was going to put out on our Facebook page here in our subdivision, just to make sure, like, our neighbors next door, they're elderly. She's got dementia. I want to make sure that they're okay. I want to make sure if they need anything, that they know that they can ask me. Even though I don't want to leave my bubble, I definitely would if I knew it was going to be helping somebody else. So I want to make sure that they have things that they need. They do have a grandson, which I don't see him come over quite often anymore. But just to let them know that, you know, hey, if you need anything, you borrow some toilet paper, you need a cup of milk, something, anything, they can, you know, they know that they can come over here and ask. So just make sure that everybody else is doing the same thing, and try to keep yourself isolated as much as possible, because again, this thing is spreading like wildfire and it's freaking me out just a little bit. Not gonna lie now, folks, not gonna lie about it. It's kind of freaking me out just a little bit. And my new hashtag on my Facebook page, not Life and Lemons. Well, I think I did it yesterday on Life and Lemons for a minute. On one post, but on my personal Facebook page, my hashtag is flatten the curve. So hashtag flatten the curve. That way we can get this thing narrowed out, and then everybody's life can go back to normal. I mean, I know everybody has trips and stuff planned. They have trips to Disney and trips to just all over the world. People have spring break and people have things, and they're canceling everything because of this. So people can just listen to what's going on, follow the guidelines, let's flatten the curve, and everything can kind of go back to normal. So if everybody could just like follow those guidelines, we could do this together, and it could all be done. Because if not, it could stretch out to July and August. That's the entire summer, people. The entire summer. Everything will be closed, and vacations and trips and stuff will be ruined, not just for me, but for everybody else who is involved, or who is not involved, everybody else who is affected by this. So let's flatten the curve. So hashtag flatten the curve. All right, so I'm gonna keep some normalcy. I'm going to make up the bed, I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna leave my bubble, and I'm gonna go to Walgreens, and I'm gonna get the albuterol, and then I'm coming home. I'm not gonna be sucked into any Target vortex, Hobby Lobby vortex, or Home Good, or anything like that. I'm going straight to Walgreens, and I'm coming home. So, yeah. I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna come home and get all this stuff together, and we're gonna spend the day together. You and me, we're gonna spend the day together. We're gonna start cleaning, and we're gonna start getting stuff together. I've already started kind of getting stuff out from upstairs and purging. Oh, which reminds me, I'm gonna go drop this stuff. It opens up at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna drop off my first load at Goodwill, and yes, sounds good. All right, I will meet you guys, well, I will meet you guys right back here. I thought about taking you guys along. Well, I still will. Let's just go. Let's just go to Walgreens. Let's go drop this stuff off, and then we'll come back here and we will get started with cleaning and all that good stuff. Alrighty, so I'm getting ready to pull in the Walgreens and see if they have our script ready. She had called yesterday and she said they were going to, oh, is this place like full up or what? What are we doing here? What are you doing? Okay. Okay, that is so annoying when the doctor's office calls you and tells you we're sending it over to Walgreens and it's not there when you go pick it up, that makes me mad. Makes me so very mad. All right, so now I'm gonna go drop this stuff off at the Goodwill, and then I'm gonna go home, and then of course I'm gonna call the doctor's office and let them know that there's no albuterol at the Walgreens. Alrighty, so I actually decided that while I'm out, I'm gonna run into Lowe's really quick and I'm gonna get like 10 boxes and some like paper and probably some bubble wrap. We're just gonna go and check it out. I'm gonna get some boxes though, I do know that. And then I'm gonna go home. So let's go check out some moving boxes. This is the first part, guys, the first part of moving boxes. Alrighty, so they have this area blocked down there, and so I walked down there and I got some like green bubble and I got some more tape, and then these are like the boxes. So I'm gonna have to pick through these and get like 10 boxes. Alrighty, so I was in and out of Lowe's in no time. I actually had them carry, there's like a bundle of them, like 13 boxes. So I just had this guy, super nice guy, carry them up front for me. And then of course I had the tape and my green bubble wrap, and they're like, looks like you're about ready to start packing. And I said, yep, and that green bubble wrap, I'm wrapping around my entire body. They started laughing. Anyway, hilarious. All right, so now I am heading home and gonna start getting stuff busy. I'm gonna take a shower first, make up the bed. Normalcy. I'm gonna stick with normalcy for right now. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's so nice outside too, which is such a sad thing because it's got this nice, it's warm out, well, I shouldn't say warm. It's like 55 degrees outside, super nice. It's muggy, got a little humidity to the air, and it's foggy, but it's just like, people wanna be, you know, standing in line at Disney right now. People wanna, you know, be on vacation. It's very hard because nobody can. Look at this, it's so, there's like no traffic anywhere. It's just crazy, folks. It's crazy. This normally would be like full of people and there's hardly anybody around, but the fog is so pretty. So pretty. Alrighty, so after further investigation on that medication when I came back home, it's actually, look, I'm touching my face. I washed my hands though when I came back home, so it's all my germs now. Anyway, after further investigation on the medication, it is the right stuff. It's not albuterol, but it's the liquid form of albuterol, which drives me crazy because I hate the liquid form. I like the stuff that you put in the mask and you have to breathe it in. That's the stuff that I like. That's what they didn't give us. They just gave us a liquid, which makes me so mad. But anyway, I've been on the phone with my realtor and, well, texting back and forth and just kind of giving her a rundown of everything. And then I decided I'm just gonna skip my shower for a couple of hours and I'm gonna kind of get some stuff done around here. And then I'm going to, what was I gonna do? Take a shower after I get this uploaded and stuff, or start editing it. So I'll take a shower during that time, because that way I can take a shower, sit down, and start editing. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now though, I'm going to make some bruschetta, because I have a loaf of French bread that I need to get opened up before it gets hard and turns into a baseball bat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick, and then I'm gonna put these dishes away. And I carried the boxes into the garage, so they're sitting in the garage right now. And then I carried the green bubble wrap and the tape inside the house. That's not gonna be enough bubble wrap, obviously, but that's just for a start. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with our normal day. I still need to make up my bed and get all that stuff done as well. So right now my shoulders and stuff are hurting. Like all of this through here is like hurting. All of it's hurting and I don't know why. All right, so let's just get this stuff done. I'm gonna stop whining and being a baby. Alrighty, since there's kind of like slim pickings at the grocery store, I can't remember if this is all of the stuff that I needed for this recipe, but nonetheless, this recipe is very, very simple for those who like bruschetta and like to put this stuff on like a piece of French bread. Hold on a second, I actually just touched something else, so I need to go wash my hands. Okay, so basically what you need is feta cheese, which is the little cheese crumbles. You'll need some tomatoes because you're gonna dice these up really, really small. You're gonna need shallots. Those are like the green stems from onions. You just kind of chop those up really nicely and you kind of put them on top of the little mound and then you stir it up and it's really, really good. But I do not have any shallots, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut up some onion and just chop it up really, really small. You're gonna need a little bit of oil because I put this down on the bottom, and then I put a little bit of all-purpose Greek seasoning mix on top of it, and it actually turns out really, really nicely. So I'm gonna go.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
Bruschetta, and now I've cut up some French bread, and then I put it on a pan already. Let me just bring you guys over here, swing you guys around here, and I have cut up the bruschetta and I've put it on a pan, and then I melted a little bit of butter. You guys can see right here, I've melted a little bit of butter, and I'm just gonna put the butter on top of the bread, which I used to just kind of do this. This is usually how I do it because it's just a lot easier just to dip it in there, because it's just quicker and easier, and it spreads on a lot more evenly if I do it this way. So anyway, so that's what I do. I just put the little bit of butter on the bread, and then I put it in the oven on broil for just a few minutes. I gotta pull this pan out though. And whew. All right, and then oops, I probably need more butter. Looks like I'm gonna need more butter. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more butter. But it's just a lot easier to dip the whole piece of bread inside than it is to spread it around all over the place. Alrighty, so I have more butter here melted, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dip it inside of there. Oop, that was a big chunk that didn't melt all the way. Put this one in here like so, and then this one in here like so. And I'm actually gonna dip this one again since it didn't get everything on there. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in the oven on broil. All right, now my bread is nice and crunchy, and now I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit and just kind of get all of the mixture in there with the oil and everything. It is so good. And then I just kind of put a little bit on them. And then the next thing I'm gonna show you guys, which is the best part of this whole recipe. So this right here is the balsamic vinegar like glaze, and basically what you can do with this is you just take it and you just squirt it on it just like this. That's what it looks like. So like, oh my gosh, that's what these little bruschetta things look like. So freaking good. And now let's taste it. The toast is so hot right now too. You guys, that's so good. Onion. You guys, this is like the quickest, easiest, fun little recipe. A nice little snack for you guys while we're isolated. So good. You're welcome. This is gonna be a nice snack for me all day.
always alone. You will always be
So I have created my very first box for the move. I actually just got off the phone with my realtor again, and she has sent over a bunch of houses for us to kind of like look through and weed through. So when Brian gets home, I'll be doing that. But basically what I'm gonna be doing is I meant to get like a big magic marker as well. I think I have one, but I probably will need another one. I'm actually just gonna start boxing up stuff that I'm not using right now. And as far as like, you know, loose things like this, I'm not using. So I'm gonna wrap it and box it all up, and then obviously put a label on it and put like, you know, home decor on it or stuff like that. That's basically how I'm going to pack everything, is just obviously putting labels on it. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix this. Oh yeah, so loose things that I'm not using, and then I'm just gonna box it up. But I am going to make my dining room table look really nice. That way it looks inviting and very nice. I straightened off my china cabinet over there. That's just the way that I'm going to leave it. Oh, I see something that I might just move around a little bit. But as far as everything else, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm gonna leave everything, and I'm just gonna pack up everything that I possibly can. Stuff that, you know, just I'm not using and I really just don't need. So that's what I'm gonna do. The other thing I wanted to run past you guys, and I completely forgot what it was. So if I remember it, I will write it down, or I will tell you guys. But for the most part, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here, because I need to get this up and edited, and then I'm gonna take a shower while I'm getting all that stuff done. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I've already made the box. I'm good. I can start again tomorrow. So that's pretty much it for today. So thank you guys for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, isolate yourself if you can. And just like I said earlier, hashtag flatten that curve. Let's get this virus gone so everybody can get back to normal, and everybody can go on with their lives, and everybody's trips and vacations can be replanned and rescheduled. So flatten that curve, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Stay healthy. Bye, friends.